participants from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So you can pick anybody that is active. If they are injured, they cannot be picked. If they are questionable, like Randy Orton or Bray Wyatt, they cannot be picked.
Hey, did
So
we just start?
what?
Did we just start the feed over?
No?
He
Yes?
just said broadcast is live, and we've only been up 30 seconds.
KG, you have one job. We can't hear you. You're muted.
It must have kept spinning. I never noticed it, and it must have kept spinning and just went.
You have one job.
One job.
One job. So
Yeah, let's get into this train.
Just to catch everybody up that missed the last 15 minutes worth of hotness, people showed big guy KG, Nubian Sumo, who already lit up his cigar and started drinking. KG is celebrating his 55th wedding anniversary tomorrow, and to celebrate, his wife requested a John Cena spinner belt, so he is going to order that. And now we're about to do our draft. That's pretty much it. So welcome. You missed a lot, but I just got you caught up. Hopefully you gentlemen are ready, because as I was saying as we started the show, apparently, because somebody had one job.
I'm gonna get fired after this, ain't I?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
So no intro video, no nothing.
I'm gonna get fired here.
You'll see on the screen the order of the picks as we're picking from active competitors, male and female, Raw and SmackDown. We'll start with Raw and fully book Raw, and then we'll jump into SmackDown. Tag teams do count as one pick, so you can pick the Usos, or you can pick Street Profits or Viking Raiders or somebody else, male or female, to be able to be your pick. And it is pretty, in my opinion, well balanced, taking a look at who's going to pick and how many picks they'll have in order. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start our draft and give the Nubian Sumo his first pick opportunity and second pick for Monday Night Raw.
Question.
God dang it.
Yeah, I mean, I just need clarity.
Go ahead.
Because it depends on how I make my first choice.
Get your clarity.
Okay, I heard you say tag teams can be completely full, but how about factions?
No.
Factions have to be individual?
Yes, because they can compete individually.
Okay. So my first two picks are Roman Reigns and the Usos.
To Raw. All right. KG, second round of the draft. Who you got?
Bianca Belair.
Second pick.
And the Street Profits.
Everybody picking heavy hitters. I'm going to do something a little different. My first pick, Davocado.
Oh my God.
Second pick.
The Nutbuster? You gonna pick the Nutbuster?
Yep.
You sure you don't mean Omos?
No. Second pick.
Jesus Christ.
Gunther. And my third pick. Nikita Lyons. 8th round pick goes to the new.
Oh, well, I can appreciate Nikita Lyons. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Thank you there, buddy.
Most definitely.
All right. You did something good for once.
I'm glad you approved.
So it's my pick, right?
8th round pick.
Well, guess I keep this train going. Solo Sequoia. Keep him intact.
KG, you got the 9th, 10th, and 11th round picks. Who you got coming in number 9?
Number 9, Cody Rhodes.
I hope y'all are paying attention to how you're booking this because you got to have somebody for SmackDown.
Oh, don't worry about it. I got that laid out too.
I'm just checking because we flipping a lot here on the heavy hitters on Raw, but that's okay. I mean, it's your picks. It's your picks. KG,
I've been pretty good this
round.
Finn Balor.
That upsets me, but that's okay. 11th round pick, KG.
11th round. I had somebody. Who did I have? Ricochet.
All right. I got the 12th round pick, Santos Escobar. Get a little Latin flavor in there. Nubian Sumo now has the 13th and 14th round pick for Monday Night Raw. Who's your 13th pick?
Killer Cross would come with Scarlett, right? Or are they separate?
Go. Yeah.
Huh?
They will come together.
They will come together.
Manager, yeah.
Okay. So I go Killer Cross.
Well, Karrion Cross, is he going?
Karrion Cross, yeah. Karrion Cross. And
Scarlett.
Huh?
And Scarlett.
Oh, so you're doing them separate?
Yeah. No, I'm saying no. They will come together.
Pick. Okay.
She's officially.
I haven't dipped into the NXT pool yet, so let me take. You already got Nikita Lyons. Who'd be somebody to go with Nikita Lyons, Bianca Belair?
Well, I can't give you my picks because
No. We already got Bianca and we already got Nikita Lyons. I'm trying to think.
I can throw that name that I don't have on my list for either show, and that could be Zoe Stark.
Nah. What's old girl's name? Damn, I can't think of her name.
I'm not going to tell you her name because I know who you're trying to take, but I got her pinned at some point if we get to her. And pick a guy.
No, I don't want to pick a guy. I want to pick a girl. I want to pick a lady. Because I haven't picked one yet. Go ahead and tell me your name. Give it to me.
You talking about?
Let me have it. Yeah, Lash Legend. That's
on my backup list, but I'll let you have her.
Well, she was on your backup list, so yeah, there you go. We all right.
That was just in case y'all did what I thought you was going to do and start taking the heavy hitters and starting on Raw because I had Bianca on SmackDown.
Well, you knew how this was going to go, just the way you had it formatted. So you knew how it was going to go.
Well, I mean, I was giving y'all the benefit of the doubt, considering that I'm trying to spread the wealth a little bit from all three brands, but So Lash Legend, the Nubian Sumo is taking in the 14th round. In the 15th round, I am taking Sheamus. And 16th round pick, Indy Hartwell. KG, You're on deck. You have the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th round picks.
Well, I got the boss DJ chimed in, and when you said Nikita Lyons, his face lit up. So I mean, the man has good taste. What can I say? So just even though he's not here, but he's out there in podcast land. There you go. Just hold that right there, and just hold it a little bit longer.
Who that on the booty cheeks?
Geez, what's her name? Caden. I think that's
Caden Carr.
Yeah, I think that's who that was.
Yeah.
I love how the women of WWE, all of them hang out together, and they are really, really close. I love it. Oh, next up.
17th round, sir.
All right, I'm coming. I'm gonna go. Let's go Becky Lynch. That way Bianca got somebody to roll with.
Y'all don't see what y'all setting up here.
Oh, believe I got it.
All right, 18th round.
This is me still?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the next.
You got three picks in a row.
I'm going to go Viking Raiders with Sarah Rowe.
All right. Well, I don't have enough room to put her in there, but there you go. All right. You got one more pick. 18th round. I'm sorry, 19th round.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Dang it. Really, Shinsuke? well, you deserve it. We'll let you go. All right. So, Sumo, 20th round. Who you got?
Nikki Cross.
All right. 21st
and
round.
Eric Young.
Yeah, we haven't seen him yet. A little hint of sanity.
Bring his sanity back.
Yep. So I got the 22nd pick, and I'm going with Dexter Lumis. And my final pick for Raw for this year, I didn't already let you have Lash Legend. I already took Ricochet. So I'm going to end it with Butch. KG, you got the final two. The 24th and the 25th round picks.
Well, let me go. We weren't really lady heavy. Let's get heavy with the ladies. I'm gonna go with Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey.
All right, so here it is. 25 picks to start off Monday Night Raw from the active roster. Overall number one pick made by Nubian Sumo was Roman Reigns. Number two pick was the Usos. KG's overall number one pick was Bianca Belair, followed by the Street Profits. My overall number one pick was Dabba-Kato. and then I had Gunther and Nikita Lyons, and then we picked Solo Sikoa, Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor, Ricochet, Santos Escobar, Karrion Kross, and Scarlett Bordeaux, Last Legend, and then Sheamus, Indy Hartwell, Becky Lynch, the Viking Raiders, Shinsuke Nakamura, Nikki Cross, Eric Young, Dexter Lumis, Butch, excuse me, Shayna Baszler, and Ronda Rousey. Excuse me. So looking at this,
Drink something.
say it again.
Drink something.
I'm about to.
Swallow.
So looking at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 women. I'd say we're pretty balanced on that. Tag teams, though, we've got 1, 2, 3 tag teams. And then if Roman is your world champion, looking at the list, who would you advocate to be your U.S. champion? Who's going to enter in the program for U.S. title?
Ricochet.
Against?
Sheamus.
And James, who would you put over in that scenario?
Ricochet versus Sheamus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you giving them the U.S.
Yep. Consider if we keep the belts where they are.
I go Sheamus.
All right.
But then I would go a different route though. I would go Shinsuke versus Finn Balor with Finn going over.
I like that. That sounds like something I would actually sit down and be very interested in. That sounds pretty good.
Okay. So here's the big question. Would you book initially, with the draft being the way it is, Cody going after Roman? Or would you give Cody the chase? And who would you have him face first? So that's a question for both of y'all, just to see your perspectives before we move on to SmackDown. So I'll go with you, KG, first. Would you have Cody immediately challenge Roman? Or would you have him go with the chase? And if you do the chase, who would you have him face first?
If I had to do the chase, it would be him versus Solo. Because you got to go through a couple of layers to get to Roman. So if you got to go to a couple of layers to get Roman, let him go through the Usos one-on-one, let him go through Solo one-on-one just to get to Roman. But eventually, once he climbs to the mountaintop, it'll be so much more sweeter.
All right. Sub-question, then who's the number one contender for Roman?
As of right now?
Yeah, because if Cody's not the number one contender, Finn Balor and Sheamus are going for the U.S. Championship. Who's the number one for Roman?
Loomis.
Okay. Gunther.
Not you, James. We're getting to you, man. We're getting to you.
I agree with James. Loomis, he on point.
All right. So James, same question applies. Does Cody go immediately to Roman, or is he doing the chase? And who do you have him face first?
I say give him another chance on Raw. Let him lose. That way, that puts him all the way back down to have to build back up. Have him go, like you said, have him go through Solo, Jimmy, then Jay, and have Gunther go up against Roman in the meantime.
Okay. That's pretty balanced. Would you put the Undisputed Tag Championship on Raw? or are we leaving those for SmackDown?
If you're not splitting them, I say go both ways. But if you're going to split them,
No, we're keeping the belts as they are.
you're keeping the belts as they are.
As they are,
So,
where they are. So Roman is taking the undisputed championships and everything with him. So the belts are on Raw for the men, as it stands right now.
so who am I putting the belts on?
Well, I'm just asking that question in general because we don't have the current champions on Raw. So that's what I'm saying. Just looking at as y'all were making your picks, I was seeing how we're layering in the Raw, at least the first 3 months worth of Raw, heading towards SummerSlam. So, how are we setting that up? Like I said, the women, you have enough going on to be able to mix and match and do some stuff with the women. But the tag teams is, we can have a few more tag team situations. And the men,
we obviously make up teams. We're obviously going to make up tag teams. So I would do a 4-team tournament. Yes, as much as I hate tournaments, in this particular case, we would have to do a 4-team tournament. And I say the Usos versus the Street Profits, first round. And then we got the Viking Raiders, and I'm going to make up a tag team of Karrion Kross and Eric Young.
Okay.
With Karrion Kross and Eric Young going over, I have Street Profits go over. I'll put Karrion and Eric Young over and put the belts on Karrion and Eric.
Okay. That's pretty interesting. KG, in agreement with that, or you got a different perspective?
Of course, I'm in agreement with it. I mean, when the sumo books, what am I supposed to say? Oh, nah, I don't like that shit. Nah.
You can have your own ideas. That's the whole purpose.
True. I can have my own ideas, but I mean, when we're on the same page, we're on the same page.
Okay. I just put it out there because, one hand is not always going to handle the other when it comes down to the way we're picking and the way I design this. So, like I said, I just wanted to look at it and work our way through it to make sure that we got a balanced show. And then maybe we could possibly swap some people. But we'll go ahead and jump into SmackDown and book SmackDown. So I've got the first three draft picks. So first round draft pick by me for SmackDown is going to be Bray Wyatt. Unfortunately, I couldn't take Bianca. Y'all took her. So second round pick, Bronson Reed. Third round pick, Bobby Lashley. There's a lot of B's right there. All right, KG.
Rhea Ripley.
Got the fourth round pick.
Rhea Ripley. You ain't even got to wait for it. Rhea Ripley. Look, I'm already at the podium handing you the card. Rhea Ripley.
There you go. All right, Sumo, you're jumping in with the fifth and sixth round draft picks.
Charlotte Flair and Bayley.
All right, KG, you've got the seventh and eighth round draft picks.
LA Knight and Brock Lesnar.
You want Brock down, huh?
Oh, on SmackDown, yeah. If I'm drawing money, I'm going to draw money. I'm going to go where the money is. I'm thinking of this from a business standpoint, take the personal feelings out of it.
Okay. If we're gonna do that, then I'm gonna shake things up. Logan Paul.
You just ruined the whole goddamn show.
Got to make him work for it. He'll be my killer bees for the day. Sumo, you've got the 10th round draft pick.
I'm going Carmelo Hayes.
Okay. KG, you've got the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th round draft pick.
I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano, Seth Rollins, and my girl, Liv Morgan.
I don't know how
we live once.
Being drafted 12th, and Roman was drafted first, but you know. 13th is not that bad of a spot for Liv Morgan. All right, 14th round draft pick. I'm going with Cameron Grimes. Sumo, you've got the 15th, 16th, and 17th round picks.
Fifth, 15, Sheldon Benjamin and Cedric Alexander as a tag team.
Okay.
16, Omos with MVP. If they don't want to put the Hurt Business back together, I will.
Yep.
And 17, we need another tag team in here. I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone on this one. I'm gonna say Dakota Kai and Io Sky.
Damage control.
I thought you were going to say Hit Row. That would have given you a girl and two guys.
Nah.
Okay. All right. So I have the 18th and 19th picks. 18th pick is going to be Chad Gable. Nineteenth pick. I gotcha. Jinder Mahal. KG, you're looking down the barrel of the 20 and 21st picks.
Let's go with the rated R superstar Edge.
Okay.
And the one and the only, The Miz.
Okay. Kind of went right there. Let's try it again. All right. So, Sumo, you got the 22nd round pick.
Well, since you went with Jinder Mahal, I'll go with Indashir.
How the hell you spell that?
Figure it out. Google it.
Say it again.
And it's two words, by the way.
You could be simple and Shanky. Shit. You said Indochine?
In the sheer.
There you go. That's the best we're gonna get on that one. I apologize until I have time to look it up. KG 23rd round pick.
It's a little late, and I got big plans for this person. Natty Neidhart.
Really?
Yep. Is there a way that I can trade a future draft pick for one of y'all last two picks?
No.
Oh man.
How you gonna trade a future draft pick that doesn't exist?
I'll trade a 2024 draft pick for this draft pick.
Nah.
Round
I
20.
think I think I got a trade from last year that's supposed to go this year, if I'm not mistaken.
You're mistaken.
No, I think you might be right.
I think I do have a trade from last year.
How'd that happen?
I traded for a tag team. He wanted a tag team, and I traded for a tag team, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're mistaken.
Hmm.
I don't remember that.
No, man. Oh no.
I think he wanted to trade me for Street Profits.
That sounds like something I would do.
So y'all figure out what you're doing right now, James. It's your pick. Are you defaulting and giving it to KG, or what are you doing? Because I'm keeping my 25th pick.
I'll give it to him because I don't know who I want to pick. Go ahead, man.
Well, I thank you, Nubian Sumo. See, generosity. That's what makes the world go round.
I'm a giving person.
So with this 24th pick of the SmackDown brand, the big guy KG selects Sheamus.
We already.
Wait, where's Sheamus at?
Sheamus on Raw.
15th pick that I did on Raw.
Oh,
And you picked him, didn't you?
oh shit! I thought I took everybody's name off that was already picked.
Put him against,
That is true. That's true. Look, man, I'm tired.
like,
Stop.
you had a whole conversation about him.
Man, I don't remember. You trying to ask me what I picked? Man, come on, son. And here's the proper spelling. Enda Sheer.
I've already spelled it.
Okay. Boss BJ on the technical side. Okay. If I gotta choose this pick, Lord have mercy.
Then you over here parlayed to get yourself in there to get the pick, and you even got a pick. One job. 2.0.
Go ahead and just send me that pink slip now.
Go ahead and defer back to James.
Got Bray. Damn, when is Lacey Evans coming back? Or is she back already?
They don't know what they want to do with her. She's still signed though.
Still active, yeah. But they had a thing kind of going. It looked like they was gonna have her be the military girl, and then nope,
They stop. They don't know what they want to do with her.
Okay, I take
enough time, Bart. Pick a person.
I know who he's about to pick.
Piper Niven.
Really?
That wasn't her.
Yeah.
That wasn't who I thought he was gonna pick.
Yeah. That kind of threw me for a loop on that one. Piper Niven, really. See if I'm still gonna do the pick I was gonna do. Yeah, we'll still need it. So with the 25th and last pick on SmackDown, I'm doing Raquel Rodriguez. So looking at the draft as it stands right now, overall first round draft pick made by myself was Bray Wyatt, followed by Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley. KG's overall draft pick for his first was Rhea Ripley. The Nubian Sumo's first overall draft pick was Charlotte, followed by Bailey. And then we went to LA Knight, Brock Lesnar, Logan Paul, Carmelo Hayes, Johnny Gargano, Seth Rollins, Liv Morgan, Cameron Grimes, Shelton and Cedric Alexander, Omos and MVP as the manager, Dakota Kai and Io Sky, Chad Gable, Jinder Mahal, Edge, The Miz, Indus Shear, Natalia, Piper Niven, and Raquel Rodriguez. So taking a look at SmackDown, just as we looked at Raw, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 women. So again, I think the women are solid. We have one female tag team, but you have enough to kind of, well, technically you have Liv and Raquel, which are your current women's tag champions. So, that's locked in and set, so we don't have to fight or worry about that too much. First question for you, Sumo. Who do you put in the match for the Intercontinental Championship?
Intercontinental.
Yep, because there's no workhorse. We have Roman leading the charge for being champion.
Look at this little print and whatnot, so I can see what's going on here. Intercontinental. You know what? I'd do something interesting with the Intercontinental belt. Something that's never been done.
Okay.
I'm putting the Intercontinental belt on Brock Lesnar.
Really?
Why? So he can never defend it?
No, because that makes him have to defend it. I mean, because think about it. Gunther's not really defending that belt a lot. I mean, he's on television a lot, but he's not defending it once a month.
Right.
So Brock could probably get away with having the Intercontinental belt to start out. And then we could probably end up having him drop it some kind of way because he doesn't show up or whatever, or his contract's up and he just winds up dropping the belt. He gets pissed off and goes back in the back and throws it at Triple H at Gorilla, and they take it from him. They make it into a storyline, and then they start a tournament for that championship.
So who wins the tournament? Because you got some top talent here to be in the tournament, and it could be anybody's pick.
Put it on Omos.
What? Really?
I got a plan here, buddy. I got a plan.
AG, you can weigh in on this tournament and have an Omos be put over, because you got Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes.
See,
you got a serious tournament that could be done on SmackDown that people would actually watch based off of the way we drafted this.
I was gonna put I had the Intercontinental Championship going on LA Knight with him beating Logan Paul. Did I just say that?
I'm surprised neither one of y'all picked LA Knight to get over. I'm sorry, not LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes to get over. And I Carmelo.
I got a plan, man. I got long-term.
I'm just calling it as I see it, just pointing out things.
No. I'm saying. You said you're wondering. You said I didn't because I got long term.
How you want to do it if you will?
Because I'm saving Seth Rollins for the title split. I'm saving Seth Rollins. I'm giving Brock Lesnar the belt just to put a belt on him for right now, because that makes that belt relevant. People are going to want to go after Brock, right? But then something's going to piss him off. He's going to leave. Then they start a tournament, okay? I'm going to put Carmelo Hayes, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, who else? Seth Rollins, Miz, and Logan Paul, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give Seth and Bobby Lashley first round buys. Okay? I'm going to have Carmelo against Logan. And I'm going to put LA Knight against lost my train of thought. Who's the other guy I had in there?
Oh.
I lost my train of thought.
I'm working through in my head the next step of this draft. So I apologize.
Miz. I said Miz. So Carmelo Hayes versus Logan Paul, Miz versus LA Knight. LA Knight goes over against Bobby Lashley. Logan Paul goes over against Seth Rollins. And I put the title on Seth. All right?
Okay.
That saves Bobby Lashley for the title split. Right?
Okay.
So now for the world title split. So now once they start putting the title matches together, the matches together to determine who's going to be champion for the title, I'm going to end up putting the title on Bobby Lashley. And I'm going to have Seth Rollins end up losing the belt to Carmelo Hayes. And then have once the tag team belts come up, I'm gonna put the tag belts on SmackDown to Sheldon and Cedric. So I'm gonna have the Hurt Business reformed with everybody having a belt except for Omos, and Omos is gonna be my enforcer.
Okay.
So Hurt Business is gonna be the SmackDown version of the Bloodline. Except they're gonna have the Intercontinental belt too.
Okay. I can see that, but let me throw a little wrench in the plans before we solidify this draft. Each one of us is going to have the opportunity to make a change on the draft if you choose to. You can pick one brand and swap two people or a tag team, but all three of us have to be in agreement on that decision. So, for instance, I'll go first. I don't see any color in the women's division on SmackDown. So I would take Piper Niven and swap her with Lash Legend. You let me know what y'all think about that.
I can go for that.
Okay. KG?
I'm with it.
All right. All right, so that's a lock. KG, you have the opportunity to make a switch.
Ooh, who could I make a switch for? Let's see. If it may not be a switch that's needed. Let me look at this. Let me make this thing full screen so I can see this thing. Come on now.
And you cannot break up a tag team. I put that out there.
Okay. Well, if I could make a switch, and it got to be two people if I would switch.
Yeah, you gotta swap a person from Raw or a team from Raw with a team or a person from SmackDown.
Okay. Well, I would switch Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul.
Really?
Yes. Logan Paul, because I think he could do, if we looking at this as a business standpoint, him being on Raw, numbers wise, is good for business. But Cody has more of a chance of being the top dog at SmackDown than he does at Raw right now.
I see what you're saying, but I don't agree because we just got finished fleshing out the whole program for Cody to go towards Roman.
Yeah,
So take that
yeah.
out, you have nobody strong enough to put in a program, in my opinion, to lead towards the ratings and the big payoff of Cody winning the championship.
Yeah.
And if we go with the what James has proposed on SmackDown, leading to Brock and all the way to Bobby, you've got heavy hitters. I don't know. You could override. I'm in disagreement with it, James. It's up to you. If you agree, it'll happen. That'd be 2 versus 1.
Yeah, that's a little heavy-handed. Oh, that's a little Cody for Logan. Yeah, you can't do so much with Logan, in my opinion. And like you said, we already got Cody set up already for as far as storyline is concerned. Now, if you want to switch somebody, I would say Logan
Oh
for
no, no,
Ricochet.
you can't say because then that'll be your pick. That'll be your
Okay,
switch.
well, man.
So
Never
I tell
mind.
you what, KG,
All right.
we'll come back to you since your original proposal was declined. We'll go to James and see what his proposal is, and if we're in agreement with that, and then we'll come back to you, KG.
So even though I like Eric Young with Karrion Cross to start Sanity, I think a better choice would be Bray. So I would switch Karrion for Bray Wyatt.
Is that with Bray leading Sanity?
Yes.
Okay. KG, what's your thoughts on that?
I can go for it. I don't have it.
It would be more of a power struggle between the two. Because even though you have because you got Bray Wyatt who is kind of going in between whether he wants to be the Fiend or whether he wants to be Bray Wyatt, and he's got Uncle Howdy and he don't know how to deal with him and whatnot. So I would have Eric Young come in as kind of like the leader, not necessarily the leader, but more of a mentor to try to bring Bray into the right path he needs to be on, and then just have them be equals, not necessarily a leader, so to speak. And then, but once they start bringing people in, then I would make Bray more so the leader and have like Eric being slightly in the background, not necessarily in the background, but kind of like in the mentor, and still wrestling, but in the mentor's position of that
Okay.
group.
I can see that. I'm agreeing with it. All right. So If that's going to be the case, we got that locked in. So we just moved over Bray Wyatt to Raw, and Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux to SmackDown. So KG, you got a good one now?
No, just leave it the way it is.
All right. So we've got it, ladies and gentlemen. We have officially told the WWE what to do and drafted our version of Raw, SmackDown, fleshed out the program for the championships for Roman. We found a way for things to be parlayed up for Brock Lesnar, set up for Bobby Lashley, got the tag set, got the ladies tag set, and then the women's championships for. Actually, we need to discuss that. Who would be the Raw Women's Champion? Who would be who would be in the match to determine that?
I say Rhea and Liv.
Liv is on SmackDown.
God damn it! Hold on, I got my shit
About
mixed
Raw.
up.
Raw, get your shows. You got 2 jobs.
I done lost both of them at this present point. Fuck. Look, I'm struggling tonight, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. Hold on.
Is Bianca in the match? Or I would say Bianca versus Nikita Lyons.
Okay, I thought we were talking about SmackDown. I thought that's what we were talking about.
No,
he
we're
said
talking about the
women's champion.
Oh, Raw. Okay.
I realized we didn't talk about that.
Okay.
And
That's
that,
why I
so.
said Liv, because I thought we were talking about SmackDown. Oh no, don't go there with me. Don't go there with me.
Who, Raw Women's.
I say you start out with Bianca and Becky.
Becky's on the other brand.
No.
Sorry, is she not? Is she? Yep, I apologize, yeah.
Because look.
But we've seen Bianca and Becky. That's why I said Nikita Lyons.
The Battle of the Yamage.
Yeah.
All you can eat yams.
Gotta get to the yams.
Yeah. So we causing no trouble.
Show me the way.
All right, so Sumo, what's your thoughts?
Women's championship.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Bianca and Nikita.
Maximum yams. All right.
Yeah, I was sold on the yams.
It don't get no better than that.
Now for SmackDown.
Liv and Rhea.
KG.
I say, well, go ahead. He said Liv and Rhea.
Yeah.
And what you say, KG?
I said Liv and Rhea.
Yeah, I was going to have to make sure that's what he wants. All right, there, that's what he wants. So
you said Liv and Rhea.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Don?
Well, I was going to ask you what your thought was.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, I was actually going to say, Raquel and Lash Legend.
I was thinking Lash Legend, but I was going to do Lash and Charlotte.
Nah, we need to slow down Charlotte a little bit. You know, we need to stretch out that 16-time world championship because she already getting ready to have.
Charlotte wasn't going to win.
Yeah, but we don't need her losing too much either.
Yeah, because that dose of lusted. I'm all for stretching her out.
Okay. That's why she's sitting out again. She taking another break.
Yeah.
So you don't want to have her losing too much.
Nope.
So we need to put some more people. We need to put some more faces in the title picture.
You got to stretch her out. Got to stretch that whole thing out.
Mm-hmm.
All for it. The boss, he said, "Y'all ready to shoot Nikita up that quick?" I think he might think it's too soon for Nikita Lyons.
Nah.
To be in the title picture. I mean, she's hot in more ways than one, but she's over. But she can actually wrestle.
If you notice, I pulled a lot more people out of NXT to make room and to give more options, because we've seen a lot. If we just booked it the way it's been, we've seen that already. So this is just about.
I was thinking the same thing. That's why I picked Carmelo in this year.
Right.
You know, that's why I picked some of those NXT folks too. So yeah.
Okay. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the draft. We're not going to keep you long because we got some anticipation going. Unfortunately, as much as I would have loved to draft NXT, but we know they're not going to play around with that. NXT is just going to be what it's going to be. So we focused on these main two, and then
not necessarily, because there's a rumor going around. I read the other day. There's a rumor going around that they're talking about breaking up this Damage Control. One going to Raw, one going to SmackDown, one going to NXT. So they may be sending some people down to NXT.
I'd send Bayley to NXT.
Why? So she can become the women's champion?
Yeah.
But then you bury, if you keep Nikita Lyons down, let's say they do keep Nikita Lyons down, and you kind of bury her.
No, not at all.
Not if you have Nikita beat Bayley for the belt.
Because Bayley doesn't have to be down there long, but out of the three of them, she has been the longest removed from NXT.
They can do the same thing with her and with Bayley that they did with Dolph Ziggler.
Yep.
The only reason they brought Dolph Ziggler down was A, to give him something to do, and B, to bring up Braun Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
So you bring down Bayley, give her the NXT title, making her a triple champion in the singles. Because that's the thing now, right now, to be a triple crown champion. And right now, that's the trend. Actually, that would make her a Grand Slam champion. She's had the tag titles too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Wouldn't that make her a Grand Slam?
Yeah, so that would make her a Grand Slam. And then
I don't think that's celebrated as much as it should be.
Oh, it is. It is.
No,
they're trying to build on it. They're trying to build on it because they've already talked about Charlotte being Grand Slam. They've already talked about Becky being Grand Slam. Well, now she's triple crown, but she never won the NXT title.
The one that they don't want to talk about, but he's talking about, is The Miz. They kind of hushed over the Grand Slam thing once The Miz really started touting it, because he's the only two-time Grand Slam. So, we'll see. I don't think they're doing it as just due, though, but we'll see how that plays out. But either way, I mean, if they play around with some things in his draft, I think that would be good. Also, we've been talking about it. This would be, once again, another opportunity if they draft and split up the Street Profits to give Montez his own opportunity.
I don't think they're going to do it.
When are y'all going to come off that train, man?
If we don't come off the train, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, but
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to split them up.
I need you to come off that train.
As if, not wishing it on him, but Dawkins gets injured.
I need you to come off that train.
If Dawkins get injured, then they'll do something with Montez as a single. They're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna do the same thing that they've been doing with Xavier Woods. Now all of a sudden Xavier Woods is up for the Intercontinental belt. Why? Because Kofi's hurt and Big E ain't back yet. and they got nothing else to do with it. He's not going to beat Gunther, but they're going to put him in there just to break up the monotony of Gunther and Sheamus, especially now that Drew McIntyre is going through all this contract negotiation and complaining about his storyline the way his storyline is being worked. So he might not be there much.
We're tired of seeing him and Sheamus.
Nobody's tired of seeing them two together. I'm not because they've been stretching it out.
When they put the triple threat, I mean, come on now, let it be Sheamus versus Gunther. Why does Drew need to be there?
Well, yeah, Drew shouldn't have been in there in the beginning, and if he was, he should have been in there against Gunther solo. It should have been just the two of them.
I'm ready for Sheamus to become champion again. I think he was a good.
He's never been in a Continental Champion. That's why they're pushing it so much.
Right.
The Intercontinental belt is the only belt Sheamus hasn't held yet.
Get that man his shine. That's all I'm saying. But so I'd say mission accomplished, fellas. Can't get it. There we go. So we got our draft picks. We'll see how this plays out, and we'll reference this to show after. Thank you. He absolutely does deserve a singles run.
See,
I'm not saying singles run. I'm just saying they're not going to break them up.
They could. They have to do something. Since we got this Endeavor thing happening, they've got to do something to really shake up the business.
Here's my thing. I keep saying get off of it because you know what's going to happen? We're going to have another rocker situation where one goes up, the other one goes down. What has Marty Jannetty done since the Rockers broke up? Since he got pushed through that, since he tripped and fell through that barbershop window. What has he done?
Jannetty, gimmick-wise,
he won the twice.
Anyway.
He won the Intercontinental belt twice.
And now look at him. Shawn Michaels is revered as a Hall of Famer. Marty Jannetty sits on the internet talking about, me and Shawn never had sex together. I don't want to see that for Angelo Dawkins because it seemed like everybody has a plan for Montez, but nobody has a plan for Angelo. And I don't like that at all.
That's just the way tag teams work out. Unless you just a tag team forever.
Dawkins has potential. He could get into the mix with Sheamus, Gunther, and Drew. Because he's a big guy, and you know what I'm saying, he can throw some punches and he can work stiff if need be. But he also has, athleticism to be able to jump over the top rope and, do some things. So
can fly.
Another layer to, the physicality of those matches. I'd be cool with seeing that.
It wouldn't hurt. And even if they did split them up, they could throw him in the U.S. title picture. They could throw Dawkins into the United States title picture.
Yeah, Dawkins is not anything to slouch at. There's no disrespect to him, but Montez has the potential to really get out there because he can talk. He's got the look. He's got the athleticism. He can really get out there and make it happen.
All the best tag teams have one better and one less than. Not necessarily not better. I mean, but just a level under.
Okay.
With the Road Warriors, was the one that was over. Hell, with FTR. They put Dax in AEW put Dax in a whole bunch of singles matches. You didn't have you didn't have Cash going into a bunch of singles matches.
Because Dax had a more interesting personality. He just had a different look about him.
And see, Angelo Dawkins is Jim Neidhart. Wow.
But Neidhart had a good run.
Yeah, Neidhart had a decent run. So, yeah. So
before him and Brett got together, that was like Hawk and Animal, in my opinion. That was another Road Warriors combination right there.
See, I can't make the Rockers analogy with the Street Profits because D'Angelo Dawkins is good.
Yep.
You know, without them two together, they could work individually.
I would
With the Rockers, Shawn Michaels, of course, is the star, but Marty Jannetty, I mean, they kind of forced him into positions, just like they forced him into the Intercontinental Belt.
Yeah, I'd put him into Arn and Tully.
Yeah,
that's what I would see those two as.
I would do that. Yeah, I would say that. They're more of Arn and Tully than they are Heart Foundation.
Yeah. But we'll see. I'm just hoping because, the Monday after Raw was a letdown. I'm sorry, Monday after Raw. The Monday after WrestleMania was a letdown. And arguably one of the worst.
Well, after Raw was
So this is their chance for redemption. This is an opportunity to kind of pull themselves away from people complaining with the stigma of, well, Vince McMahon still has his hand in things.
Which he does.
The roster without having to, blame and say Vince is booking, all these different things. So a new person here, break a tag team up here, announce that we've made a decision with the Endeavor group to split the championships, which gives Roman a new storyline potential. Roman versus the Authority. I'm not giving up my belts. Talk to him, wise man. Make it work. That also, causes some heat between him and Paul Heyman. So, you've got the Usos with no championships. And then now he's over there leaning on Paul to go ahead and make sure he keeps both, and not have a match. That gives Cody the opportunity to cut promos and talk about how he's going to get, if he's not going to get both, he's going to get one. You've got some opportunities there without having to commit to anything super crazy. They just have to do the right thing.
Okay, so let's say they do kick Paul Heyman out of the bloodline. Who would he pick up? Who would he be the next advocate for?
That's a good question.
Who would be the next Paul Heyman guy?
It has to be somebody that needs it. As much as I would like to say Seth Rollins or, somebody like that, it has to be somebody that could really benefit from it.
Omos.
No, Braun Breaker. A little bit younger, more athletic than Brock Lesnar. And Paul can sell it and make him larger than what he is. He has the lineage, and he can leverage the conversations about, family. So he can talk about those situations. So that gives him some strong promo material, and then we could work that out. He's getting called up anyway. That's who I'd pick.
KG, you got an opinion on that?
Oh my God. No. I'm at a loss tonight. I am off my game. I'm at a loss. I'm upset with myself. I'm just upset.
It's okay. It's okay.
I say he gets kicked out of the bloodline and he goes to either Cody or Sammy and Kevin Owens.
Nah, I can't see Sammy and KO because how's he gonna be the mouthpiece for him? They don't trust him. It's Paul Heyman.
No, but that's the thing, right? Remember when he turned on Brock? He turned on Brock with who? With who? The Big Show.
Well, that was a long time ago, but yeah.
Yeah, he turned on Brock with the Big Show. He turned on him with somebody else too. but I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't see, him
You
having
already
trouble with Sammy.
got him almost cutting promos for Cody in their back and forth with each other while we're setting up the WrestleMania match. So Roman kicks out Paul Heyman.
Right.
He goes to Cody, and even though they got kind of beef with each other, they still have a history. And then he kind of starts helping Cody out, put some things in his ear about Roman and things that helps him out. And then it actually helps him gets the title because Paul Heyman is only going to go where the belt goes.
Well, who I would really like Paul Heyman to be with next, if we have to split it, we can hold Heyman for one more year with the bloodline, that he could be the one to bring in MJF. And then MJF is going to turn on him and kick him to the curb.
I like that.
That's secretly, but again, well, actually, the way time is flying now, shoot, we're what, almost halfway through. Well, actually, we're halfway through the month basically, so we're about to creep on May, and then pretty soon, wham, 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 we're in 2024, and then we'll see what happens at that point. See if Tony Khan can keep him, and I doubt it. I think he's raring to go because he's running out of potential in AEW.
Yeah, once they get done with this four pillars thing, they stretch this four pillars thing out as long as I think they are. That'll be it for him because there's nothing left, like you said. There's nothing left for him to do.
Yeah.
In AEW.
So
because he's already faced everybody on top.
Yep. And we need the rematch. We need the revisit between Cody. Actually, Cody walking down the back, walking through in the back, and then he looks over and sees MJF, would be this generation's equivalent of Booker T walking in the back and seeing Eric Bischoff and saying, "Tell me I didn't just see that." Because I still remember that, vividly. It's like, oh my gosh, there he is. So, man, that's a jam-packed show, fellas. We drafted, we booked it. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. I think it, in my opinion, was way better than last year's draft. We'll see how we spice it up next year, and maybe throw some living legends in there. I don't know, just for James, the ghost of of somebody. I don't know. Paul Heyman can manage. I mean, Paul Bear can manage somebody.
We include the indies and whatnot. That's what we need to do.
Well, we'll see what the landscape looks like.
Make it a real fantasy booking.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see exactly what the landscape looks like. But
then we can go back to our Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, if they call up people by then we'll be solid. But if not, we'll call them up because some people, they've been down there too long. We just need them to go ahead and grow and get bigger. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding with us. We had a phenomenal show. Thank you for participating. And then we will see y'all next week as we come together and start getting caught up or making sure that you're caught up on everything that's going on in AEW. I think it's about time for some Baptist Median and WWE. And, maybe we could discuss some retirement stuff. We won't have time to get into it now, but thank you, Mickey James, for years and years of viewing pleasure.
She ain't going nowhere.
Oh, she's injured. She's done.
Yeah, she's injured, but she ain't done.
She'll do something. Yeah.
That's my opinion. She ain't done.
No, I'd like to see her go down and manage down in WOW, Women of Wrestling, and her and AJ Lee get together and they can do something. That way, since she's free and she's not tied to wrestling exclusively. So, who knows? But she's got one more Hall of Fame to get into. So, all right, gentlemen. All I got to say is, diversify your bombs.
Oh, I get to say it this week? Oh, my. Konnichiwa, bitches.